Kid Next Door.
Hello, welcome to the Kid Next Door. Here we are with another drawing tutorial for the upcoming World Environment Day, which is celebrated worldwide on 5th of June. So the topic today is to save environment. And we precisely would be including all the ways which we can do to save environment. Let's see how. So on my drawing sheet, in the center of it, I'm using a glass to draw a circle, and I'm using the backside of the same glass to draw an inner circle. So basically I need two circles in this way. You can use any circular object to have these two circles in place, or you can use a compass even if you know how to use it. Now I'm starting my drawing by adding 3 arrows by using the 2 circles that we have drawn. So this is my arrow number 1. You might have noticed that I have divided my sheet into 3 parts by those 3 straight lines which I drew using a ruler. And now I'm placing these 3 arrows in this way. So they are moving in like a cyclic clockwise manner, one after another. These 3 arrows represent the 3 ways in which we can save the environment: reduce, reuse, and recycle. If everybody follows all these 3 ways, the environment would be happy, the earth would be a happy place. So now we'll focus on all these 3 R's of saving the environment one by one. We will start with the recycle. So I'm just highlighting all the 3 sections. In the recycle section, I'm drawing here 4 waste bins, 4 trash bins, which you normally see in different colors placed around across all the cities of the world. They have written on them what you can throw inside them. So these different colored bins are basically used for sorting out the waste materials. So one of them is meant for plastic objects, one for metals, one for glass, and the next one is for paper. If we throw the waste in the right container, the waste is sorted and can be sent to the recycling factories. So if the plastic bottles, water bottles or containers that you use on an everyday basis is put in the plastic recycling bin, from there it can be sent to a plastic recycling factory instead of being dumped as a trash into oceans or landfills. So in this way, the waste can be recycled by collecting them. Now we'll focus on the reduce section. What we can reduce to save the environment. The first one, we need to reduce our usage of electricity. So we have to turn off the power supply. Then we can save the same electricity by using stairs instead of the elevators. So this will also save power. Further, let's see what more can we reduce. So after saving power, we can save fuel by avoiding the use of vehicles, by using bicycle wherever possible, or by walking, by carpooling. There are many ways, by using the public transport. So in this way we can save the fuel, the petrol, gas, diesel, all of them. That will also save our planet. So over here I have drawn a basic bicycle. All right, let's see what more can we reduce. Well, the primary thing we can reduce producing waste. So if we in the first place produce less waste, all this problem of waste management can be sorted. So let's adopt a zero waste lifestyle where we are not wasting anything. We take only as much as food that we have to eat. We don't throw the food, right? Just like that, we have to save water. So make sure you turn the tap off while you're brushing your teeth. Do not spend too much of time in shower. Instead, use a bucket while taking a bath. Then we must buy less. We go for shopping and we keep buying stuff. Often we buy what we don't even need it. We buy it just because it's on sale. So we have to buy less to make sure to have only as much as we need and there is nothing waste. Further, we can save paper. Be it tissue paper or the paper on which you write, make sure you use both the sides of the paper to write upon, and don't waste the paper. You can recycle paper as well. So for recycling paper, you can follow our another video that you see on the above popping out. Now coming to our third section, we are talking about reuse. Let's use the things that can be reused. So no plastic bags. They are not reusable. Instead of plastic bags, if we use canvas bags, that would be way better for the environment. As we just said that we have to produce less food waste. If at all we are producing and we sort that waste out, we can convert the food waste into compost, which is very good to grow plants. We must stop using the disposable water bottles. We must use the recyclable ones, the refillable ones. So in this way, we will avoid producing that waste water bottle trash. The same concept applies for disposable cutlery, cups, dishes, spoons, straws, all of them. So instead of the disposable lunch boxes, we should be using the reusable ones. Another very interesting thing, which is one of my favorite activities, is get yourself involved in DIY craft activities, do-it-yourself crafts, where you reuse the waste material and create something useful, interesting. You can reuse almost everything. You can reuse your old clothes to make something new and interesting and useful. Finally, we all know that how useful are trees for us. So let's join hands together to plant more trees and make this beautiful earth a better, greener, cleaner place to live in. So this is how the entire drawing would look like. Let's begin coloring. I'm using pencil colors here. With my dark green pencil color, I have just added some more lines in the earth's face, and now I'm coloring the inside of the arrows with dark green, and rest you can follow in the tutorial. So I have done a little bit of shading here. As you can see, with dark green, I'm just shading the edges of these continents that we have drawn. Now I'll be using light green, and for light green also on the edges I'm applying more pressure to color. When I go towards the circle, I'm applying less pressure to give it a gradient effect. This kind of shading really gives your main object in the entire scene a 3D effect. So these are the continents, and the same green I'll use to shade the arrows a little bit. Okay, now I'm using a light blue color to color the entire face, the water part of the earth. and I'll be coloring the arrows also with this light blue. Very lightly I'm coloring the arrows because I'm going to add another shade over them. Next I'm using dark blue to give some more shade from the edges towards the center. So applying more pressure towards the edges and then just blending it with the light blue. Like that. I'll use the same dark blue color to color the mouth. That shall be all. Now I'm using yellow to give highlight in the arrows to make them appear, the lighter shade of green. And that's how the earth would look like. For the rest of my drawing, I am not using any shading technique. I'm just coloring them in bright colors, as you can see in the picture. The 4 trash bins I have colored in 4 colors as they are usually found. Red for plastics, orange or yellow for metals. Some places gray is also there for metal. Glass is green and paper is blue. The remaining objects in the scene also, I have just colored them in the color of my choice or based on the colors they usually appear in the world around us, like trees would be green, water would be blue here. So in this way I've just mixed and matched, and I've kept the background white this time so that all the objects are clearly visible and the message is clearly conveyed to anybody who is looking at this poster. So this is a very interesting, easy to do idea when you are doing any class project on Environment Day or Earth Day or saving environment in any art competition. These topics you can include more ideas if you have. This will be providing a very clear message to the audience, also guiding them that how they can reduce the waste, reuse the waste and recycle the waste. So overall we have a zero waste earth and it is environment friendly. All right, so please join hands together with the kid next door and let's promise to each other to save environment in whatever way we can. Every single step, every small step also counts. Go green. Goodbye.